Hi, it's the last day of the last week of New World's November. It's been quite a read. I haven't travelled outside of the solar system as much as I thought I would have. It's been brilliant, needless to say. I wish I could have read a little bit more. I seem to sort of fall a little bit on the last day. There's some writers and some works that I didn't get to. The Clifford D. Simak book I didn't get to read. I think two works of Paul Anderson I didn't get to read. There could have been a little bit more of the time travel. But having said that, I'm happy with what I've got. I've read quite a few new writers. Quite a lot of them quite old science fiction, turn of the century sort of stuff, the time of H.G. Wells. It's quite interesting. So today, for the prompt for week 4 is dystopia, post-apocalyptic. And the first thing I read from The End of the World and Other Catastrophes, edited by Mike Ashley, is 2x2 by John Brunner. And this really put me in mind of a movie called DEFCON 4. A really good sci-fi horror movie. They're orbiting planet Earth on some sort of nuclear defense system thing, and then everything goes haywire, and it's very much post-apocalyptic and dystopian when all the nukes go off, and this one astronaut comes down to Earth, and it's I think it's been referred to as a Canadian Mad Max. I think that's quite right. It's quite a good movie. And it's sort of similar to 2x2 by John Brunner. There's astronauts up in the moon. And something goes haywire. And they're looking down on the all the destruction that's going on Earth. And they sort of similar to DEFCON 4, they go down to Earth, and they have to make do with what they have. And obviously 2x2 is a reference to Noah and the Ark, and actually borrows the line from that part of the Bible, which I actually don't know what part. Old Testament? I don't know. And Noah went forth, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him, every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth after their kinds went forth out of the ark. And that's a very appropriate last line of the story. So next is Finis by Frank Lily Pollock. Lily Pollock, I think. And again, I think it's not exactly a comet, but I think it's like a shard of the sun, or some sort of rogue star, coming into very close, well, too close proximity to planet Earth, and the seas and everything burning away. Beautifully written, I thought. I'll read the last paragraph as an example. The twilight was gone before they knew it. The sky was blue already, with crimson flakes mounting to the zenith, and the heat was growing once more intense. "This is the end, Alice," said Eastwood, and his voice trembled. She looked at him, her eyes shining with an unearthly softness and brilliancy, and turned her face to the east. There, in crimson and orange, flamed the last dawn that human eyes would ever see. So, okay, grim, sad stuff, but it's beautiful at the same time. And the last thing that I read, although it's not the last thing in the book, there's two more stories that I unfortunately didn't get to. But it's November's not over yet, so I think I'll do some bonus videos, hopefully. It was The Madness of Professor Pi by Warwick Deeping. And it's a very long short story told in, I think it's 18 chapters. And Professor Pi really is a supervillain. He's sort of a Bond villain. He's this genius professor who's been shunned by society, and he creates this sort of a death ray. It's called On Force, and the O of the On Force is capitalized, so you know it's dangerous and big. It's I don't know, it's some sort of a radioactive is basically a death ray, and he is in this white house, white cottage in Surrey, the same place, the same setting as the Great Krellin Comet. I don't know why Surrey. Maybe it's again, maybe sort of like a London thing. And from this area, he tests the death ray out with deadly consequences. He kills all mammalian life in the village around him, dogs and people. And the radius of his on-force death ray weapon expands and gets bigger. And soon it's going on the borders of Europe, the borders of France, and wreaking havoc there. And the government is a bit slow in finding out or really dealing with this Professor Pi. And this Amelia Earhart type woman swoops in towards the last 3 chapters, I think. And she's sort of Amelia Earhart and Indiana Jones type character. She has her own airplane adventurer. When she hears about it, she's flying around in Asia, which is not yet affected by the death ray. And for some reason, Manchester's not affected by the death ray. I don't know if I guess the professor never aimed it northwards. But she comes in and with this other young professor, Professor Cragg, they go in and they save the day, because the death ray is not automatic. It needs the professor to point it and use it. and so the professor needs to sleep. And his madness. He is mad, and but he needs to sleep because he's human. And so they go on at the dead of night, and they throw a grenade into the house, and that stops him. And after that, they send bombers over as well, just to make doubly sure that he and the weapon is destroyed. And for some reason, Mussolini features in this story, and he's not portrayed as the villain, even though the word dictator was used for the professor, but it's not used for Mussolini. Very strange. But it's a good story, but it's long. And as a result, I didn't get to the other two stories. One of them by Ray Bradbury. But I will, since I own this, I'll definitely get to it. And that's the last day of New World's November. Thanks to Scott and Becky, the Bookish Browns, for creating it, and it's been great to see everybody who took part. There's a lot of great videos, a lot of new authors that I didn't really know about, and yeah, some interesting adventures. Thanks for watching. Bye.